But just y'all tell me, it's Miss T. Let's get right into it. I'm back real quick. Just a real quick update on our girl Wendy Williams. How you doing? Okay. So not necessarily about Wendy Williams, but about her ex husband, Kevin or Kelvin. Kevin Hunter. Nevertheless, he came out recently. Kevin has sued, I think, everybody. He's suing for alimony, I think, at one point. And I think he wanted to start that back up. And then he sued the insurance company or something, allegedly. And then here's another one where he says he sued the talk show. So let's get into this article and find out what Kevin's been up to and what's going on. So Wendy Williams' ex-husband suffers setback in $7 million battle with talk show producers over firing. I remember that they let him go. Basically, after Kevin and Wendy split up, they let him go, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it says that according to court documents obtained by In Touch, that's where I found my article, on April 8th, the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit vacated a big win for Kevin 52 in the legal battle. As In Touch previously reported back in 2023, Kevin filed a bombshell lawsuit against the production company behind the Wendy Williams show, Debmar Mercury, along with individual producers in Bernstein and Mort Marcus. In his complaint, Kevin claimed he was wrongfully terminated from his role as executive producer on the talk show after Wendy 60 filed for divorce in 2019. And I remember that. The termination of Kevin was basically strictly upon Kevin's marital status and his impending divorce to show's host, ignoring all of the contributions that Kevin made to make the show a success. His lawsuit read, okay? In his filing, Kevin took credit for the Wendy Williams show. I remember that. Remember that? Massive success. He claimed he led the ship behind the scenes and made sure Wendy was taken care of. He claimed to be responsible for the popular show segments, Hot Topics, and Shoe Cam. That's what he said. Kevin said he had final say on the guests for the show and even had input on marketing decisions. Kevin accused the producers of violating New York's law when they fired him due to his marital status and said they had no right to terminate his contract. Wendy's ex-husband demanded $7 million in damages. Debmar Mercury and the individual producers denied all allegations of wrongdoing, of course. In their response, they disagreed with Kevin and his legal team's argument and interpretation of New York law. They argued that the law said an employer cannot discriminate against an employee based on their marital status, basically whether they are married or not married. Debmar Mercury agreed that Kevin's claims warrant dismissal due to his marriage to Wendy, in particular, is not a protected characteristic by the law. They said New York law did not cover discrimination based on an employee's marital status in relation to a specific person. In September 2023, the federal judge proceeding over the case ruled Kevin's lawsuit could move forward. Finally, okay? The judge said, given Kevin's allegations that he was terminated because of the impending divorce from Wendy Williams, and terminated because he was no longer married to Wendy, Morse requires this court to find that he has stated a claim for marital status discrimination. I guess I never really thought that existed, but there's such thing as marital status discrimination. Discrimination. The producers appealed the decision to deny their motion to dismiss. In the recent decision by the United States Courts of Appeals, the court sided with Wendy's talk show producers. The higher court decided to vacate the lower court's decision, denying the producers' request to dismiss the case. So the higher court said another court previously ruled in a separate case that marital status refers to whether a person is participating in a marriage, not the nature of one's relationship with another specific person. The order reads, the reasoning squarely resolves the question here. Hunter does not allege that he was fired because of his status as married, unmarried, or divorced, but instead because of his marital status specifically to Williams. The case was remanded down to the lower court, where the case will continue, but the decision to deny the producer's motion will be vacated. As In Touch previously reported, Wendy is currently under a court order guardianship, right? And I've already put a video about that and how she's trying to get out of that guardianship, okay? So basically, the gist of it all is that his decision to grant him the win for the $7 million was overturned. So it was a big loss for Kevin. What's gonna happen next? Because Kevin, I feel like Kevin sued everybody, almost like everybody. Seems like it. As I always say, we can't change someone else. Well, you can change yourself. Focus on things you can control and not on things you can't. I'll be back another one. Thank you and goodbye.